Hey, it looks like I finally am live. And holy cow, it was hard to get in here tonight. I have been, well, Mercury retrograde has been particularly fun. I am having a heck of a time with it. So, but that's okay. I'm expecting it, which is half the battle. I mean, if you're expecting things to screw up, you're not as disappointed. I mean, if you're cruising along thinking life's going to be just like normal. Maybe you get upset when these things happen, but if you're expecting it, it's kind of like, oh, it's just that silly Mercury retrograde again. So, anyway, today is hello, I am Ocean, and I am, um, this is Ocean's Deep Woo, the Ocean's Deep Woo, and we do the deepest of woo here. We do woo. And usually the woo we do is all for you. So basically tonight it's just going to be free reading Moonday because we're having this super Moonday in August. Super full blue moon. And I kept trying to, hey Project Skyfalls, how you doing? I kept trying to schedule this and put a picture of a blue moon in the thumbnail, and it just wasn't going to let me do that, and it wasn't going to let me schedule for tonight. So I just said, that's it. I'm just coming right in. I'm just coming in. I'm not even going to try to play with it anymore. I'm just coming in. I'm done. So anyway, hi. Yeah. I'm not going to try to play these games. I'm just going to go ahead and just go in, and I don't even have any, I don't even think I have any description on this show. Hey, Monarch, how you doing? Cheers. How are you doing? And there's my, this is on a little bit different setup because I am going to be turning this around to the cards in about a minute. So we're going to be a little bit different today. I thought I was going to be different. Okay, so the first one was Project. Number 2 was Mark. Mark Arc Spark. Welder, I guess. And then there's Monarch. Ooh, okay, smart TV. Okay, and I'm sure there'll be more than that. Tonight, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to turn the beat around. Turn the beat around. And show you the cards. We here. I'm glad. As you know, some folks say, they're here because they ain't all there. Anyway, I'm pretty silly here. Hope you like that. If you don't like that, sorry about your luck. We got two card decks. We got the Moonology deck, and we got the Mindful Messages deck. And you get one of each. I'm giving you a bonus. You get one of each. And we'll see how that goes. These are two brand new decks that I got off of Temu, which my link, if you want to help support my channel, my Temu link is on my channel description. And it would be nice if you're going to try Timu to like hit my link. It would be nice, but you don't have to. You don't have to do nothing except be your beautiful self. Just be your beautiful, you're marvelous. You look marvelous and you know who you are. That's a horrible Fernando Lamas impersonation. Horrible, absolutely. But that's just the way it goes here. Some nights, and some nights I'm better than others. But tonight is a weird night, and things are kind of trying to give me trouble, and I'm just not going to let them. I I just told them all that they're going to have to sit down and shut up because I'm busy. So everybody, everything trying to give me trouble out there. Look, kids, you're just going to have to sit down and shut up because mommy is busy. Okay, mom's busy. I'll just straighten up, kids. Okay. By kids, I don't know who that is. Is it the planets? Is it some dark organization trying to take over? I don't know who it is. If it is, wow, you must not have much to do with your life. I mean, geez. Okay, well, I hope I'm entertaining. I do try to at least be entertaining. Gee whiz. Um, you know, I'm not here strictly for my health or anything. I'm going to turn the camera around just to be contrary. Since we're dealing with contrary, I consider the Mercury retrograde to be Heyoka. It's Heyoka time because Mercury also has to do with Hermes, and Hermes the magician, and the contrary magician was the backwards magician was Heyoka. So we're in a Heyoka time right now. That's the way that I see it. And by the way, I also got this lovely tarot board off of Timu, but I painted it myself in these beautiful colors. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, so I want to show off my fancy schmancy things, right? So that's how it's going to go tonight. Hopefully, some of my friends will, some people will see this. Looks like somebody got it, so I'm really glad. Okay, settings, somebody got the note. I'm going to turn the camera around if it lets me. Come on now, you can do it. You can do it. What? Okay, that was very, very strange. Oh, I should have closed my clothes closet. Poop. You got to see all of my clothes. I have quite an extensive collection of clothing. I won't lie about it, okay? Because I got to be pretty. Okay, so there you go. Get to see a little bit of my room. Anyway, well, this is experimental. Not just mental, but experimental. Sometimes I think it is just mental. Sometimes you probably think I'm mental, and you might be right. I don't know. Anyway, let me get this straightened out. I think that'll work. I think. Okay, so hopefully that it should work. Gemstone. Gemstone. Okay, hang on. Let me get you written down. You are number 4. And 5 is Gemini. Jumpin' Jiminy. And okay. So here we got our lovely decks. And you get one of each, and hopefully Um, hopefully this will work. And hopefully my nightstand will help us out. So, project, you're number one. You're number one, project. You are so number one. So, I don't know. It's so far Mercury retrograde has been gentle in some ways, but crushing in others. Um, I've already had my my sink. This one was a joke. This last time was a joke. I thought my sink was leaking, and it turned out just a bottle of distilled water under there was leaking. And here we're checking out the disposal and everything because the disposal wasn't not working earlier. It's like, oh, I see, Mercury. You're going to be funny, RR. I see how it is, Mercury. You're going to be playing with me. If you don't know much about Mercury retrograde, there's a video on my channel here that discusses the retrograde, okay, and why it's so hated and feared by some. But me, I don't care. I just kind of take it in stride, and I suggest you do too, because it's not really trying to hurt you. You just have to think in a little bit different ways. It's a heyoka. I think of it as heyoka Mercury. So there you go. Oh, General Jim. Ooh, do I have to salute? General? Okay. Hang on. We got to write you down. Ooh. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I know a little bit about Santeria. I looked into it for a while. After I was down in New Orleans for a while, I kind of bumped up against it. Uh, yeah. Oh, I do a smudge and stuff. Michelle CF. Oh, you're crowning it. Oh, very nice. Well, good for you, dear. Mm. Well, I was on the psychic fair circuit for years, but I read Indian medicine cards and sacred path cards, um, not all these oracle cards, but I kind of like using the oracle cards because they're different. They give us a little bit different way of looking at things. So that's why I'm trying these different decks. That, and I got a pretty good sale on Temu on these. I mean, I didn't pay much for any of these decks because they were all clearance decks, but very nice decks, I think. So, project your card. Your card is coming. All right. As a matter of fact, love, General Gem. I worked at a little shop down in New Orleans for a while, and my boss just loved my readings. Um, she said, "You know what? You're the real thing. You're not just reading cards. You're clairvoyant." So I had a bright future there. If I hadn't had to come home and take care of my mom, I probably would still been I might still be working there. But I actually like New Orleans and a lot. But I was kind of glad I wasn't there when Katrina happened. Project Skyfall. Ooh, interesting. Your commitment is being tested. Project. Can you see that? Is everybody able to see? Hope I'm trying to get this in such a way that it can be seen. I just need to be. Yeah, I know they do voodoo. It's different from Santeria. Um, but it's from a similar area, like has some of the same beliefs. The other deck is Mindful deck. And yeah, they sure do voodoo. Um, everything's voodoo. I was right off. I was right off of Bourbon Street, reading a little shop off of Bourbon Street, and owned by the same people as own Marie Laveau. Um, but it's a sticky place, and you can get caught there if you're not careful. A lot of things can happen to people there. Okay, project, your mindfulness card is mindful messages, mindful massages. Oh, ah, projecting. Rather than reacting and projecting my emotions onto others, I remember no one is to blame. No one is responsible for the emotions that I feel. When someone says or does something that brings up strong emotions within me, I have the choice in how I respond. There you go. And do we like this method? I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure I really like this. You know what? I think I'm going to turn it around and do it the old fashioned way, like I used to. If you guys like it, let me know and I'll try and work it out. But really, I'm not liking it. Okay. Hey, y'all. So, yep. And I'm just having a hard time with it. So we're not going to do that. Well, we're going to do it like this, like we always do it. It's just easier. Okay. Oh, well, at least I got to show you my fancy tarot holder. Okay. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. And usually in the first quarter. Okay. And projecting. Make sure you are not. Projecting is when we're thinking, we're looking at something that we're doing that's really within us, like it's out there. And it's like, it's very easy to do. We do it all the time. People do this all the time. So whatever is going on with you right now, look at how it really applies to what's going on with you. This is not to be like a harsh criticism or anything. This is just, we all do this. We all do this. We all see something and it's really telling us something about what's going on in our heads. So, it's okay. Well, quite often, and maybe that person has the same trait, and that's why it's coming up to you, is because um, it's in you, and it's coming up for you to see it. You know, so Well, Love General, you're number 6 so far. It's first in, first read. Do the deep blue that you do so well. Thank you, love. Aw, I'm the maestro. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, the next person on the list is Mark, the Arc Spark. Mr. Mark, this is your reading. So, Mark Arcspark, Mr. Arcspark. It always sounds like aardvark to me, but I know you're not an aardvark. You're much cuter than an aardvark, I'm betting. Okay. And your Moonology card is, hey, a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Beautiful cards. I really like the Moonology cards. They're really pretty. A win-win, Mark Arc. Mark Arc Arc. Arc Spark Arc. Beam me up, Mr. Spark. Scotty is not around, so you beam me up. Yes. Yes, I am a silly girl, I guess. Oh, well, thank you, Love General. Let's see. Your mindful message is unique lives. Whoa. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We're each on our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. And that goes both ways. It's not somebody else's job to change you either. It's not our job to change somebody else. It's our job to change us. We improve the world as we improve ourselves. So if you really want to help the world and you really want to change the world, look at yourself. Okay, change yourself and you are helping the world. And I know you already know that though. So because you are very much an individual, I'd say the win-win forecast is very, very positive. In anything you're trying, a full moon in Libra, win-win outcome, lovely. Libra is, of course, a card of fairness. I mean, a sign of fairness. Oh, you're going to put away the groceries. Okay, sweetie pie. Yes, be the change you wish to see. That is true. That is absolutely true. We've got to be the change that we want to see in the world. We have to work on ourselves. That's how it works. Okay, Mark Arc. Next one is the Monarch. Ooh, a new person. And by the way, welcome new people. I'm glad to see you. Michelle Scanum has Canum free of bleh. Can't talk. It's always good. What the heck? Scotty. Scotty! Mr. Scott is here. Working on the engines down in the engine room. Scotty's our engineer working in the engine room. I Mark the Arc Spark. He's Mr. Spark is our first officer. Gemini, you must be the I don't know who's the recreation officer guy. But anyway, I don't know. Gemini, what are you, a Uhura? No, I don't think so. You don't really quite seem like an Uhura type. I'm going back to classic track. Never mind me. I'm just being silly. You're a cosmic grease monkey. You're a cosmic grease monkey. I see that. How the hell are you? He says, how the heck are you? How the hell out of here? You can't in the Moonology cards. This is for Monarch. This is for you, Monarch. Surrender to the divine full moon. Ooh. And the full moon is usually when things happen, when things come that we've been intending. Usually the stuff I ask for shows up right around the full moon. So if you have been asking for something, it's probably showing up pretty soon, if not. And the full moon is just in a few days. So, uh, full moon. Okay. Surrender to the divine. And of course, surrender can mean giving up, or it can just mean going with the flow. So, if you surrender to the divine, um, you are divine. You are divine. You have a spark of God in you. So you're really, in that regard, surrendering to your higher self, your deeper self, your larger self. Um, that's the way I would read that anyway. That's the way I look at it. Hanging in after a night of weirdness. Imagine that. Oh, the moon is beautiful tonight. Oh, that's cool. Crazy damn dreams. Yeah, I betcha. Yeah, mine get weird I usually, and if I'm going to have a prophetic one, it's usually around the full moon. I will say this fall looks like it's going to be crazy. Crazy. Okay. And for some people, going to be very dangerous. However, remember, it doesn't have to be dangerous for you. You already know it's coming. So that means you can be prepared. And you can also intend, intend that it's not going to be bad for you. It doesn't have to be. Just keep that in mind. Your mindfulness card. Are you liking the mindful deck, or what do you think about these two decks? Let me know in the comments. Wow, but go back to the same. I've had that. Oh, the vibrant colors are back. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, this is a super duper moon. Maybe that's why it's super duper clear. Mine are still what they are. Hoping that I have better ones, but my sleep patterns have been a little erratic because I'm just not doing what I should be doing probably. But anyway, this is your Monarch. This is your mindful message card. Playful. I go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into a fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there's so much fun to be had? Well, that sounds like a wonderful card, along with Surrender to the Divine. Oh, what a nice reading. Yes. I'd say things are going pretty well for you. Yeah, absolutely. Well, just what I was saying, I try to look at, for instance, all the stuff that happens during Mercury retrograde. I try to look at it as it's going to happen. It's Heyoka. It's like, realize it's going to happen. Stuff is going to get screwed up. It's not personal. I think the big thing is just not taking things personal. This is not the universe trying to get you or anything. Not nothing like that. Um, huh? That was Dex, love. Don't fight it. Yes, that's right. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Gemstone. Gemstone is next. This reading is for you, Gemstone. That would be an interesting name, Jim Stone, if you named your kid Jim Stone. Stone. Actually, I know somebody whose last name is Stone. Be bold and make the first move. Ooh, Jim Stone. It's telling you to be bold and make the first move. Cardinal Moon. Interesting. So, if you've had your eye on something or someone, be bold. Okay. Be bold. And the mindful message is yeah, it's like, what fun is it if we can't just play and have a good time? You know, even with these readings, I I just it's serious, but it's not also not. You know, um, staying light and being light. Mindful message. Edge of greatness. Well, that's a heck of a lot better than the edge of wetness. I don't know how many of you remember that commercial. But the edge of greatness, the universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Oh, that is a very good reading. Good for you. It sounds like doors are opening for you. So, this is great. This is a great card, along with be bold and make the first move. Wow. Um, very nice messages tonight. Very nice. Sometimes they're a little scary, but tonight it seems to be like we're pretty happy. You are the observer. Yeah, me too, a lot of times. My dreams, I'm an observer. I'm just observing things. Right. Hmm. Or ask Scotty to do it. Yeah. A lot of nudity. Oh, Mark, that sounds like it was kind of fun. Your dreams are definitely more fun than mine. Jumpin' Jiminy, are you still here? I hope you haven't fallen asleep yet. Waiting for your turn. Have you fallen asleep, Miss Gemini? Miss Yumpin Yiminy? She is a very busy woman. Scotty the pantless one. Definitely Tess, yeah. Definitely Tess. Yep. Yeah, if you want, that is one way to get you to remember things, isn't it? Oh no, that means I'm going to be having naked dreams now. Okay, whatever. Probably I've just given the universe, maybe I've given the universe instructions. Nothing will come of this situation, void of course, Moon. Okay, so if there's some situation that has been concerning you, Gemini, it's not going to be a very important event. Although it looks like something may be looming on the horizon or that this could be a worrisome thing, it is not to be worried about. Well, it's not to be worried about anyway. I mean, worrying doesn't do any good, but there's nothing to come out of it. It's going to be okay. It's void, of course, moon is a time when the moon is not in any particular sign, which means it's just the moon. So it is not colored by any sign. So it's sort of like Mercury retrograde. You're advised to, during a void of course moon, not to buy anything, important or big, not to sign contracts, that sort of thing. It's sort of a silly season. So, but it's telling you, you know, it kind of goes both ways. If you think something great is going on, it's probably not going to be that great. Oh, this big event. No, it's not going to be like that. Nothing will come of it. But also, if you've been worried about something, nothing will come of it. So that could be a very good reading in some cases. Okay, what is your mindful reading? No, I said ducks. How do you like my ducks? Do I have my ducks in a row? Do you like these new ducks? Decks? No, not yet, dear. We're getting to that. It may be a long night. what? What brought that on, Jim? Jim, Jiminy, Jim, Jim. Jerry, Jim, Jeru. Gemini, your card mindful message is breathe. It's easy for me to return to the present moment simply by breathing. If I am feeling anxious or worried, I close my eyes and breathe in deeply. As I picture myself filling up with white light, then exhale and envision stress and tension leaving my body. In this moment, I am free to gently stretch and open my eyes, feeling refreshed. Breathe. Oh, well, that's really good for all of us right now. Let's breathe. Okay. So stop and take a breath, Gemini dear. Maybe you haven't been doing that enough. Maybe you haven't been. Well, if it just said, yeah, basically, you're fine. Look, nothing will come of it. Nothing will come of this situation. It's nothing big. It's not a problem. Yep. Yep. You're fine. I think that was pretty clear. If nothing comes of the situation, nothing will come of the situation. It means that to me, this means there's nothing to worry about. You know. And over here, it says just breathe and don't feel anxious or worried. Just breathe and fill yourself up with white light and let the stress go. To me, it's like you're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going to be fine. So, yeah, I think we're on the right track, and I think everything's going to be fine with Rosie. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks to me like it's going to be great. It's going to be fine. Nothing will come of it, it says. So, yeah, breathing is a big thing. I mean, I've tried to quit before, but I just keep starting again. And so I finally decided that maybe it's a healthy addiction to breathe. However, there is a guy who was teaching a type of meditation where you would stop breathing for a while, for several minutes actually, Very interesting. Um, I'll have to see if I can find that video again and do more research on it. Anyway, Yumpin Yiminy. Yeah, you're fine. You had to pee. Everybody has to pee sometime. Everybody. Everybody has to go sometime. Okay. Who is next? After Yumpin Yiminy. Love General. Are you still here? Are you still here? Oh, yeah. Well, You had what? You had a toupee? Oh, you had to pee. Boy, I've had to do that often enough. You know what? I'm doing this particular cleanse with apple cider vinegar, and actually, I ended up I didn't know how much I was really taking, and I ended up taking like a whole cupful, chugging a whole cupful of apple cider vinegar, which was horrible. I couldn't hardly breathe. I thought I was going to throw up. I was only supposed to take 2 shots worth, but I didn't have any shot glasses lying around, and so I used a measuring cup and went on Google to convert it. And somehow, instead of um, instead of the right measurement, I ended up the cup things were rubbing off the designation where it was rubbing off the cups. So I thought I was getting just fourth cup. What I thought was a fourth cup was actually half cup. It was supposed to be 3/8, so I thought I was getting. I ended up drinking about a cup of vinegar. Oh my God, did that burn? That burnt, and my stomach was like, "What the heck did you do to me?" Mercury retrograde, miscommunication. See, and I could be upset about that. I could be real upset about that, but I just found it just really funny because you know what? It didn't kill me. It didn't kill me. As a matter of fact, it might have killed something else that wasn't good for me. So, am I supposed to be upset about that? I don't think so. I'm not going to be upset about it. Gosh, I've gotten more mature. Deodorant shot. Yeah, but vinegar, it's like, oh, jeez. It's so, it burned so bad and I couldn't breathe. At one point, my throat was closing up and I thought I was going to die. And my friend was saying, "Ah, just remember when you were back in college and you were chugging one for the crew. Yeah, you're taking one for the team. Come on, you could do it. All those nasty drinks and stuff you were probably chugging down to prove you could do it. And yeah, you could do it." It reminded me of a guy I saw one time who ate this great big round ball of wasabi at one time. And the look on his face. But the thing that was scary was it felt like my throat was shutting down. It was just scary. But I survived it. I lived. But my stomach, I had to like argue with my stomach as to whether or not we were going to spend all night at the porcelain god's side. Anyway, emptying all the contents of my dinner. But it was funny though, yeah. And I felt weird as heck. It gave me kind of a boost, kind of a rush, but it also gave me like weird feelings in my innards. That's a technical term. Okay, Love General. Love General. This is your reading. You can hear me. This is your reading, Love General. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. For the full moon is in Leo tonight. Do, 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 do. Yeah, that was a reggae song. Well, full moon in Leo. It's not in Leo, it was last time. But, I had a feeling like between these two full moons, there was some kind of special thing happening. That maybe the Lion's Gate went a little bit longer than usual this time. Maybe all the way up to this full moon, it was almost like I saw a corridor between the two full moons, which is not typical. But who knows? We're in very different times than we were in. You know it, and I know it. We're in very, very different times. Pretty card. Okay, so full moon in Leo. Alphonse, what's it all about? Alphonse. Okay. Fusillade. 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 Hope I'm saying that right. Let me just call you Alphonse. How's that? And so Love General, here is your mindful card reading. You're back. Okay, we'll get over it somehow. Welcome back. And your mindful card, conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. Beautiful reading. Ah, saying, don't forget that your focus attracts what comes to you. So do more things that bring you joy. And you'll have more things to bring you joy. It's pretty simple, along with don't let pride get in your way. Very interesting reading. Alphonse? Well, Alphonse, that's your reading. No, not Alphonse. I am so sorry. Love General. How did I make that mistake? I am so sorry, Love General. Um, that's silly. Yeah, I am having a silly time tonight. I am having a time tonight, keeping it straight. Maybe it's because I'm the ocean and it's supposed to be wavy. Okay, so that wasn't out for Alphonse. That was Love General. We'll get to Alphonse. Alphonse is number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Okay. Love General. So that was advice on manifesting more good stuff. Michelle Canham Free, are you still here, sweetheart? General Love, ma'am. Yeah. Do, 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 do. That's too bad because we just got to Love General's reading. Ah, shoot. Well, if they come back, tell them they're going to have to rewind to get their reading. Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Michelle. My belle. Okay, Michelle. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. Hold on tight to your dreams. Do, do, do. Hold on tight to your dreams. When you need a shoulder to cry on, when you feel so sick and dying, hold on tight to your dreams. When you feel so low, but you can't stand up, when you, but you're all out of luck. When you feel downhearted and misunderstood, over and over and over you should. And then it's a lot of French I can't say. I don't. So hold on to your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. Wee. Watch your dreams and whether this is the dreams you're having at night or your daydreams. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your dreams. That's a very lovely message, I would say. Now let's see what the mindful cards say. What Skitty said? Yeah, I see her, honey. I saw her. Oh, love the cowboy. Yeah, little cowboy. I don't know where the heck he is. He's not here tonight for some reason. He might be sneaking some sleep over on the couch. I found a whole lot of cowboy hair on the couch. So he could be sleeping on the couch or he could be in his cat cave. So who sings that? No. Who does sing that? Hold on tight to your dreams. Does somebody know that? I'm trying to remember who that is. On the tip of my mind, but I just can't think of the band. Anyway, mindfulness. Yeah, the messages have just been very beautiful. ELO, that's it. That's right. Da, da, da. Yeah, don't hold me down, Zoot. Yeah. I was singing the same band that did that one. No, it was Groose. Don't hold me down, Groose. That was it. I have no idea what that was about. They always put some stuff in their songs that I didn't understand, but it was fun to sing anyway. Um, Loving friends. I surround myself with people who inspire me and grow together with me. My friends raise me up and hold me to be the best that I can be. I am loved unconditionally and supported throughout throughout my journey. Aha. Well, it's so true, sweetheart. We love you and support you. I release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping me stagnant. Well, that's obvious enough. It's like you need to keep the friends who love you and the so called friends who don't really love you. It's time to let them go. Some people may be moving out of your life, and it's probably a good move to just let them go and let yourself be around people, just people who love you. It's something sometimes we try to hold on to things we shouldn't try to hold on to just because we're used to it. And this is saying, no, don't worry about doing that. Just hang with people that love you. You stick with that. Absolutely. So have faith in your dreams and stick with the people who love you and let all the other stuff go. There you go. It is a beautiful message. They've all been pretty nice tonight. Wow, very positive. I'm liking these cards. They're very, very positive and beautiful. Scotty! Scotty, how are the engines doing down there? Okay, Scotty, your reading is about to commence. Oh, pantsless one, this is your reading. That is the reading for the one known as the pantsless Scotty. It just hops out. A time for healing, the balsamic moon. The balsamic moon. A time for healing. Apparently, something needs healed. Or you are busy healing something. Damn healing, yeah. What are we healing now? That isn't always fun, is it? Oh, we're healing something. Uh-oh. Will it hurt much, doctor? No. Ah! It always does. They always say, oh, this won't hurt much. And then they wonder why we have trust issues. But rather than say, yeah, it's going to just pinch a little bit, so just, grin and bear it and it'll be over soon. But no, they tell you it's not going to hurt, and then it does. You're bad? What? She's bad. She's bad. You know it. Okay, this is Scotty's reading, though. Scotty's reading. His mindful message is mindful message. Mindful message. Oh, gosh, you also got the same as Jiminy. Breathe. It's easy for me to return to the present moment simply by breathing. If I am feeling anxious or worried, I close my eyes and breathe in deeply as I picture myself filling up with white light. Then exhale and envision stress and tension leaving my body. In this moment, I am free to gently stretch and open my eyes, feeling refreshed. So it kind of sounds like what's being healed may have something either to do with your breathing, or it might have something to do with something that's bringing you stress, something that stresses you out. Either way, it's saying that you can clear yourself. And the instructions are breathe in deeply and picture yourself filling up with white light. Then exhale and envision the stress and tension leaving. And you can do that with a lot of things, and actually it does help. I've done this before. So once again, as I'm always saying, don't forget to breathe. And as you just said, oxygen is a good thing on this plane. It's a very good thing being able to breathe. Scotty, don't do stress. Yeah, breathing. What is this thing with breathing? Yeah. Yeah, probably. Probably a good idea, Scotty. Yeah, don't do stress. Stress is not helping. Stress doesn't help. You just let it go. I have to work on it myself. I do that myself. I stress out over like this. It mentally, I know that I'm going to be fine. They never find anything wrong with my place that is my fault that I have to redo or anything. Then I'm always okay, but I'm always worried that they're going to when they do an inspection. And it's just old stuff. So I have to do my breathing exercises and stuff to get that out of me. So, homie, don't play. Yeah, homie, don't play that. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that, homie the clown. Ah! Oh, Alphonse, it's your turn. Oh, your lack of stress being. I don't stress. No, I make other people stress. That's how I get rid of my stress. Yeah, it's a good message for me too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm a recovering stress junkie. All right. I had a one of my nicks was web mistressing instead of web mistressing. Webmaster, web mistress, web mistressing. So I'm a recovering stressor. Okay, Alphonse, here is your Moonology card. Well, people seem to be in generally good spirits right now. I'm glad to see that. Nobody having any huge crises, I hope. Um, Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Now, the interesting thing is eclipses trigger something, trigger a program to start running. They're usually a start of something. So it says conclusions are within reach. So either a lot of times an eclipse is something ends, something new begins. Okay. So full moon eclipse, the conclusions are within reach. Okay. And and Alphonse, let's see, your mindfulness reading. Mindfulness for Alphonse. All is okay. All that I feel is okay. I hold myself in love through the unsureness, the worry, doubt, anger, fear, anxiety, rejection, or overwhelm. I am thankful to feel the full range of emotions that I do. These emotions are the very contrast that leads to my higher expansion. Wow, that's deep. So it's saying it's okay. And your feelings, you need to feel your feelings. It's telling you basically to feel your feelings. And as we know, pent up feelings, feelings held back, feelings stuffed down can make you sick. And so it's just telling you to, whatever is going on with you, whatever emotions you're having, just sit with your emotions and be with them until they play themselves out, because it's okay to have emotions. And people who don't have all these emotions are psychopaths. So it's perfectly normal to have a full range of emotions. And usually after you feel your feelings all the way through, if you let them go, and really, when we do a lot of emotional clearings, this happens, is you let them play all the way out inside you, and then you usually get some kind of blessing out of it. So so it looks like some kind of expansion is about to happen. Well, conclusions are within reach, all is okay. It's okay to feel your feelings. There you go, Alphonse. That was your reading. Dollface has come in. Ooh, Dollface has entered the building. Hello, Dollface. Well, hello, Dollface. Do, 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 do. Just in time, sweetheart. You're just in time. Yes, perfect timing. Well, your Moonology card. This is your Moonology card. Love V Love. Let me write down Love V Love. Wait, I got to get everybody written down. Dollface. Um, and Love V. And Barry. Barry K. Gustachin. And what are you stashing, Barry Gustachin and James Ortiz? Everybody coming in at once. James. Okay. And is that Timothman? Oh, Timothman. It is Timothman. Wow. So a whole bunch of people come trotting right in. Jane's tiptoes inside. Okay, Dollface, this reading is for you. Your number is 10, Love V, you're 11, Barry K, you're 12, 13, James, and 14 is Timothman. Timothman. Hello there. And welcome if you're new here. Welcome. I'm sure you will love our crazy crowd that we have here that are they're all very interesting and bright and unusual. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. Uh, Very friendly crowd here. I have always loved my crew is a good crew here. The crew of this woo ship is a very good crew. Okay, we have got a good crew. And they're very, very, they're very friendly. So, Dollface. Hmm. Some kind of energy going on here. Dollface. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. How interesting. Something needs adjustment. Hmm. Oh, you're fully dressed? What's wrong with you, James? Well, it's always nice to know that just in case we decide to do some remote viewing. Do, 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 do. Let's see. So, mindful message for you, Dollface. Your mindful message card. Gratitude. I love acknowledging all the little things I am grateful for, no matter what I have going on. I always have things to be thankful for. Whenever I am feeling upset, I can fill up a page with things I appreciate. This begins to shift my mood and focus into that which brings me joy. And you know what? I have suggested this on many a show. The gratitude exercise. You just anything you can think of when you're down, you just think of something you're happy about, something you're grateful for, something you're glad you have, you know? Even if it's just something very minor. But that will have you remembering other things, thinking of other things that you're grateful for. And that will expand. And pretty soon you've got a whole page of things to be grateful for, and you realize you're actually doing a lot better than you thought you were. Because we get into these loops where we think everything is horrible. But honestly, we have a lot to be grateful for. Most of us have a way better time than, a lot of the world is not as well off as most of us here in this country. So even though we have got weird stuff going on in this country, in so many ways, most of us are way better off than a lot of the world. So, um, so anyway, it's saying um, gratitude, and gratitude also brings you more stuff to be thankful for. So adjustments and gratitude, um, it's yeah, just a matter of acknowledging it. So whatever is going on, gratitude is going to help you get through it. There are going to have to be some adjustments, and you will adjust just fine. I'm sure you will. You will be fine. Dollface, you will be fine. After all, you're the Dollface diva, right? That can't be bad. That Lovey, you're next. Here is your reading coming up. Here is your Moonology card. And prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Interesting. This is great. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Wow. Nice. Yeah, probably because new moon is when you do your prosperity exercises. Mhm. Okay, so prosperity, that sounds pretty good. I'd have to say that sounds real nice. Sounds like you got some kind of good stuff coming. Oh, you are a Taurus moon. Oh, isn't that interesting? That's cool. Thank you, Scotty. Gemini usually falls asleep at some point. Okay. So your mindful message is water my dreams. All I desire is on its way to me, but like a seed, my dreams too must be watered. My belief and determination is what makes them grow. I will be patient throughout this journey. It's all unfolding at the perfect time. Water your dreams. Now, this is not the same as wet dreams, okay? Just between you. It's not the same. They're not talking about. I guess they could be talking about that, but probably not. Okay, probably it just means water your dreams and care for them like you would have planned. And I've been planning a lot of things lately, so I'm in the middle of that. I've been planning purslane. I am going to have basically a purslane forest up in here because it's so easy to grow and it's also very edible. So, mm. Oh, project is single. There you are. Water and dreams, two words that equal wash or I know. Yeah, it could be both. Ah, yep. Yeah. Being patient. Yeah. Belief and determination. And you know what I get over and over again when I say, how is it going to turn out? How's it going to? How do you choose for it to turn out? What is your choice? How are you going to choose for it to turn out? It, if you keep focused on that well enough, it's going to turn out the way you choose. So, water my dreams. Okay, great message. And prosperity lies ahead. Something's coming up good for you. Well, good for you, Lovey. I'm glad to hear that. And the next person in line is Barry K. Barry, are you still here? You have the nose hairs. You know what? We have competition though because Scotty is here, Barry. Scotty is here, and you know what? With no pants, it really resonates. It's, nothing in the way. So he's the pantless one. Oh, shoot. Cards are just flying everywhere for you, Barry. Wow. Hang on. Let me get out my little grabber here. Because otherwise I'll just tip everything over if I try to grab it. Wait. Where did you go? Little card, where did you go? Oh, card. Where did. Oh, that's weird. It just freaking. How in the heck did it vanish? Just dropped through a hole in reality. It's nowhere down there. Okay, that's. Well, it's not the first time it's happened. What the heck? Well, maybe the gnomes that stole it will bring it back. Well, the card just went. Okay, so I guess your card is conclusions are within reach in the Moonology deck. And one card is dropped into a hole in time and space, and we'll be back, possibly dragging along some missing socks and um, some folks' sanity. Anyway, okay, I'll tell you if I can find it. Whenever I find it, it's just like I swear, there's nowhere for it to go. There's not a hole in the floor. Things do that sometimes over here, though. I find that to be something that happens here. Things just disappear and then show up later. And we never know why. Well, sometimes. Sometimes I make a pretty good guess as to what happened, what the message was, but sometimes things just disappear for a while. Tune in. I tune in, turn on. It's a groovy message, dude. Tune in. Today, before doing what I normally do you ever do anything normally? I know Barry a little bit, you know. I don't think he really does anything normally. I could be wrong. Anyway, well, time and space echoed. Hello, Saul. Welcome to our crazy crew. Barry. Uh, Saul Sandoval. Okay. For doing what I normally do, I will take a moment to slow down, place my hands at my heart space, and take a few deep breaths. I will ask myself what I truly want, and I will honor however I am feeling. Okay, so the card is asking you to tune into yourself and figure out what you really want and what you're really feeling. And once again, breathing. It's breathe. Take a few deep breaths. It's a breathing exercise. Um, Interesting. Getting a lot of breathing tonight. Here you go. Tune in. Tune in, turn on, drop out. Maybe that was the joke. The card just sort of dropped out of reality. Uh, Card just dropped right out of our reality. And going along with well, that was just interesting, Barry. That was just that was just strange. That was just, it's okay. What can I say? Okay, Barry K. That concludes your reading. We gave you a moon card. We gave you a mindful card. And the next one is James. Hey, James. How you doing? Ah, or James Gang, or Rick James. James, this is for you. Your moon card. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. Do you have a code in your node? Maybe you do. It's the Matrix after all. But North Node. Nodi. Node. Step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I love it. Love, love, love it. Step out of your comfort zone. That's usually one of those things like, I love you, right? Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, what's going to happen next, right? We have trust. We develop trust issues. It's understandable. Uh, okay, here you go, James. Your mindful message is, like I said, so many things happen on this plane that give us trust issues, right? Uh, magic. There is magic and miracles all around me. Where others see coincidence, I see evidence of life synchronicities. I love filling life with wonder and magic. It's way more fun that way. Do you believe in magic? Strange magic. Oh, what a strange magic. Has nothing to do with strain my dick. Strange magic. Got a strange magic. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. So it's saying you need to step out of your comfort zone and have some freaking fun. Um, and celebrate synchronicities and uh, fill life with wonder and magic. Just telling you to look at the coincidences that aren't coincidences and have more fun. Well, that's not a bad reading at all, really. That was in one of the Montegreen books. Montegreens are misunderstood heard things people say. Misunderheard. There I go, making up words again. Um, got a strange magic. Boom, 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 boom. Strange magic. Okay. Uh yeah, that was in one of the books. Somebody thought they were saying I kind of strained my dick. I'm like, yeah, that goes in there real well. Timothman. Oh, Timothman. Timothman. Is Timothman here? Ooh. You picked up David Gilmour's guitar and it sounded like it had magic. Sometimes they do. You know what's interesting is a lot of times guitars have an energy in them that people have played a lot. They have an energy in them. I have felt that a lot of times. Used guitars, when you go to the used guitar shop, they have different energies in them. Okay, and this is for Timothman. whether you're here or not. If you're not here, you're just going to have to rewind. Okay, the Mothman. The energy is gaining a momentum. It's a waxing moon. Don't you love when the moon has that waxy buildup? Mm. Waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. So something is gaining momentum. Depending on what it is, again, that could be good or bad, but it sounds like it's actually pretty good. The energy is gaining momentum. Let's see what the mindfulness cards. So, mindful. Casting spells? Woohoo! Interesting. Timoth? Casting spells, it says the words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. See, that's why they call it spelling. What I say and believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, from complaint to gratitude. Now, when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. I put a spell on you because you're mine. Boom, 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 boom. Energy's gaining momentum. Well, I'd say if you're not doing this already, you better be doing this because the energy's gaining momentum. But sounds like something fixing to come. So be careful what you say, because what you say counts. Oh, yes, it does. And neurolinguistic stuff again. Oh, yes. We all must go through the neurolinguistic training because we have been mistaught for so long. I don't know. I kind of like both of them. Big Justin. Just in time, Justin. Just in time. I saw you just in time. Just in time. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. The losing dice are tossed. Da, 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 da. Nowhere to go. Ah, yes. So the next one is Saul Sandoval. Saul, are you here? This is your reading. And a big howdy to you too, my man, Big Justin. Yeah, I think you should be happy to be here. These are very nice people. We're glad to have you. Saul Sandoval. If you're not here, you will have to rewind. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon. I don't think it's anything at all like gibbon monkeys. But it sounds fun, doesn't it? Doesn't gibbous sound kind of funny? I was born during a gibbous moon. It means it's increasing. It's almost full. It's not quite there yet. It's coming. You're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous. Interesting. What is your goal, Saul? Sandoval? What is your goal? What is your name? What is your quest? What is the airspeed velocity of the laden swallow? Okay, Saul Sandoval. Saul Sandoval has a certain syllabus. Da, da, da. Release! Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I said shift, Scotty, shift. Okay. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. Good for you. A lot of times, in order to get something we really want, we got to give some stuff up. And a lot of times, that is limiting beliefs and toxic patterns. So, um, stuff that is out of alignment with your cause, with your dream, with what you want out of life, it's time to jettison all that. Shove it right out the airlock. Okay? And release it, and you will feel much better. There you go. There is your mindful message. And here is your Moonology card. Beautiful. There's blue around it. It's a blue moon. Okay. Great. Big Justin, it's your turn. It's your turn, Big. We'll just darn spell check. I know my phone drives me crazy sometimes. It's like I keep saying my little spell check fairy must be on crack or something, and it's like, come on, you're not even trying to figure out what I'm. What you doing here? I didn't say that. Oh, Scotty Rander. Well, what would happen if you hit him? Yeah, Scotty was here. He was here for a while. He'll probably be back. Oh, Big Justin. Um, okay, your card is in the Moonology. Nothing will come of this situation. It's void of course moon. So if there's some situation that has been on your mind, nothing's going to come of it. It's not really important. Nothing's coming of it. Now, in the positive sense, if you were concerned about something, nothing's going to come of it. That's great. If you were thinking something was going to happen that you were stoked about, well, nothing's going to come of it. So, whether that is a positive or a negative, I will leave that all to you. But most of the time, nothing will come of this situation because void, of course, is a time in between signs when the moon is not colored by anything but the moon, and the moon is all about watery emotion. So, water, emotion, psychism, and all of that sort of stuff. It's a very psychic time. Bad time to buy things, bad time to invest, bad time to sign contracts, etc. But a good time to breathe and meditate and do that kind of stuff, stuff and fun things. You can do fun things. Okay, your mindful card says, oh, you get a release too. Wow, and I shuffled those pretty good, but no, this is your card. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. So it kind of sounds like something is kaput. It's not just nothing to worry about, nothing coming of it. So just release it and release all the limiting beliefs and toxic patterns and breathe and realize that when stuff goes out of our life, that makes room for stuff to come into our life. Okay? So that, and then, you know what? We're at the end of the list right now, which means it's time for me, and unless somebody else comes in, which means it's time for me to do one for each deck for myself. See what I get. This one's for moi. Moi? Oh, Kermie. For me? Oh, I just shuffle these cards. What is going on here? Void of course moon. You know what? I bet it is a void of course right now. What time is it? 1:41, 29. 1:41. I bet you if I look at the moon, it is really actually void of course right now. Nothing will come of this situation. I got the same card. Nothing will come of it. Nothing will come of it. If there's something on your mind, and I know what it is, it's inspection. Nothing is going to come of it. Nothing is going to happen. It's going to be fine. Nothing bad's going to happen. Thank you, Big Justin. Mark? That would have been a perfect card for Scotty. Huh. That's okay. You don't know if you like, you're not sure you like Mark's attitude. Okay, Big Justin. Big bad Justin. Just in time. Do you like herbs? I know, only the kind you smoke, right? That's the way most people respond to that one. I like the herbs in my food though too. You know, there's herbs in food. I love seasoning things. I am really a seasoning queen genius. I am. My food is always seasoned, and my Yolanda, she always says, "Wow, everything is like a masterpiece. Got to be like a masterpiece with you. You don't just make uh, something plain. It all has to be seasoned and perfect, and and it's like it's true. It has to be art. Art. As country folk, well, I know some about being a country folk. My mother's side was country. Which kind of country, though? There's this kind of country. Some of my family sounded like this, and that was on my mother's side, and some of them was a little more like this. But just depends. Edge of greatness. Ooh! I'm on the edge of greatness. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Unless, of course, it's one of those doggone patio glass doors. In which case, I am kind of careful of those because you can walk right into those and smack yourself silly. But I don't have a patio, so I'm great. I'm cool. I'm golden. I am golden. Let me tell you, I'm at the edge of greatness. The universe is opening doors for me. Opening doors. Open doors. Huh. Come on, come on, come on, come on and touch me, baby. Don't you know that I am not afraid? What was that promise that you made? Why won't you tell me what she said? What was that promise that you made? Now I'm gonna love you till the heavens start to rain. I'm gonna love you till the stars fall from the sky. It's a little low for me. For you and I, I'm not quite a baritone. The universe opening doors. That's fine with me. I'm on the edge of greatness and not the edge of wetness. I'm so happy. And not on the edge of insanity. I've never said that. Woo, woo, woo. Boom, boom, boom. Doo, 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 doo. Big old corn eater? What? Big Justin? Big old corn eater? Is he a corn man? I mean, con man? I mean, corn. A, B, C, do, re, mi. Love the Joan Jett cover of Love Me Two Times. I haven't heard that, Michelle. I'm going to have to look that up now. I have not heard the Joan Jett version. I'm going to have to hear that now. Just a little sus, huh? I mean, Scotty. Yeah. Damn corn eaters. Uh, Freak on a Leash comes to mind. Corn. A little sus. Just a little sus. So sus. You guys, I love you guys. I really do. You are tweet. I mean, sweet. Tweet is something else. Tweet is now X. Mm. Pornography. Okay. Okay. Pornography, huh? Yeah. I'm not exactly sure I want to explore what that exactly would look like. Great personal reading. Yes, it is. Thank you. I really could use being on the edge of greatness. It's been so many years now that I've been on the edge of disaster that now with the edge of greatness, hey, I'll take it. It would be a nice and welcome change instead of being on the edge, just on the edge. Um, but life is good, really. I gotta say, is a corn on the cob in your pocket, or are you just happy to see? Are you just, is that corn in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Come on up and see me, big boy. But can you love me for my mind? Am I better than the others who have, wait, what? Are you better than the others who have treated me unkind? They say they want to steal a kiss and then they rob me blind. We all know who has no pockets. Ah, that's right. He without pockets casts the first cob. Let he who is without pockets cast the first cob. Ah. Ooh. Do you have a cob casting couch? You know, there is an event around here called Corn on the Cob. Con on the Cob. Con on the Cob. It's a convention for gaming nuts, really. They're a lot of fun, I hear. Con on the Cob. It's very corny. You know, people who have conventions just love to use puns. They just love to punish people. You don't carry change, only big bills. So is that like ducks, geese, toucans? Cornalicious. Cornalicious. Okay. Those who have no pockets can carry no change. Or at least if they do, it's probably in a weird and kinky place. So, anybody want to know anything? We know everything around here. We know everything around here. Isn't that lovely? We know everything. No, we don't know everything, but we do, but we don't. We just don't think we do, but somehow we don't. Ones and fives only, huh? Huh. Yeah, let's have a card for the collective. Let's even look at what's a coming. What's a coming? What kind of thing are we in right now? What kind of situation do we find ourselves in as a collective? Wish. It's 12:11 here, and out to be 12:12. I wish that our best and most highest energy dreams, highest good, highest um, and best, that they come true and we get through this fall and none of the evil plans work out. That's what I wish. My wish is that all of our fondest and best wishes come true. And that we get through all of these things with the least possible damage. So the collective moon card for the collective consciousness. Okay, is your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. I would say so. Oh, we know this. This we know. We know our commitment is being tested. Boy, is that accurate. Wow. And our patience is being sorely tested. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, yes, we're being tested. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so what is our collective mindful message? With your permission, I might do a reading just to see what's coming in fall. It might be a good time to look at fall. What kind of things are falling into place? Yeah, that's a perfect card. You are being tested, definitely. Okay, just heard something very Didn't sound very good in the next room. Well, today I gotta tell you, they usually test the alarm, the sirens around here on Wednesday. So I heard the sirens at first. I wasn't worried, but then I heard them and I'm going, hey, this is only Monday. They didn't last very long. So they came on and went through one cycle, and then just faded off. It's like, okay, well, whatever it was, either that was a mistake or it wasn't something that lasted. Then a little bit later, I hear it again. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Nobody knows anything about why they were sounding the sirens. But I was thinking to myself, what, what's going on? Were they spotting a tornado? What the heck was going on there? Don't know. Oh, no, you didn't miss the collective read. We're doing it right now. She's a little quirky, Mark. Quirky? You think I'm quirky? You think I'm quirky now? You ought to get to know me a little bit better. You'll find out how quirky I am. Missed the collective read test. Oh, no, you didn't. I still got that going on. Oh, the corn man. Are you a corn man? I could say shut your cornhole, but you're pretty funny. Okay. Now, mindfulness for all of us. All of me. Why not take all of me? For all of us. What if God was one of us? What if God was all of us? Just a slob like all of us. What if God was? Oh, wow. Unlimited. Dig this, guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. Unlimited. I create my reality with the thoughts I think and the things I focus on. I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. We're winning. Oh, freak yeah. Your commitment is being tested. But what do I keep telling you? We're unlimited. Unlimited. Ah, how much better does it get? Your commitment's being tested, but you're unlimited. You create, I keep getting that. That's been my message for a long time. You have a choice. You create with your thoughts and your words and your deeds. So we can totally create. We're unlimited in what we can create. Wow, that is a wonderful, yeah, wonderful, limitless, exactly. Unlimited. We are limitless. We are limitless. So what do we want? We can have it. But we're being tested. Do you really want that? Do you really want that? You really got the drive to have that? Are you really going to stick to your guns and say, we're going to have this, we're going to have what we choose and not what we don't choose? There's Cowboy. He was in his cat cave. You were in your kitty cat cave, weren't you? Sleeping. Oh, yes. It's so funny. Cowboy has an owl on his butt. His little markings on his butt kind of looks like a kind of scruffy owl, like the kind with the feathers that are they're kind of molting and the feathers are flying around on top of the head, but basically shaped like an owl. It's kind of funny. So every time he bends and eats, it looks like he's presenting the owl. In fact, it even looks like it's got a pair of eyes. It's freaky. Yeah, I'm into. I'm all in. Do or die. Right. After. Me too. We've got this. We've got this. We're going to be fine. We're going to be just fine. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. This is great. So, if you want to see it all happen, just survive the next few months. You're going to see it all happen. So, let's see what is fall going to bring us. Is autumn? Is the autumn going to bring us all in the fall? Autumn. Okay. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Ooh. Maybe after they get some of the rats gone, we actually get something. We actually get what's been ours coming to us all along. Next month. It starts next month. Prosperity lies ahead. But that would be, it lies ahead from the fall. So after the fall, we can look forward to prosperity. So we're going to be going through some things that will lead to that. Okay, so what does the mindful messages say? Edge of greatness again. Wow. Okay, the fall. I knew it. I knew it. After the fall is when we rise. The fall. We're on the edge. Prosperity lies ahead. It's not here yet. Whatever goes on in the fall, remember this. It's just before it gets good. Good times are coming. We just got to hang on through the fall. And if we stay resolved, it's going to be great. The universe is opening doors for me, bringing opportunities my way. I don't crumble at the edge of my greatness. I take the opportunities that come and walk through the doors with confidence. Prosperity lies ahead. That's great. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you for those wonderful, whoa, those wonderful messages. There goes another card, but this one did not fall into the void. Okay. This one did show up. There we go. Okay, loves. Ooh. Right. I'm on the side of freeing this reality. Exactly. Oh, we definitely have this. Yeah, defense markings. Absolutely. So while he's drinking or eating, he's presenting something that looks like it might be an owl. Yeah, well, that would keep We keep other predators maybe away. Hmm. Our superpowers, maybe. Maybe. Yep, I agree with you guys. We we're gonna see it. We're gonna live to see it. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, cowboy too. Yes. He says, I'm gonna live to see it even me too. Yeah, there he is. Demanding fealty. Here, I'll feel you right there. Feel your fluffy, furry, silky fur. Little fur boy. There he is, Mr. Handsome, Mr. Wonderful. What you got? What you got for us? You got any messages? Huh? Just that you want love? Love wins? Where is Mary Wins? Where is Mary Wins? Mary isn't here tonight. That's odd. Right. Love? What do you mean would have been? Love is coming too. Kids, grandkids want to know true freedom. Yes. That's right. We make plenty of love. We have love. We got love, don't we, cowboy? Don't we, cowboy? He says, heck yeah. Heck yeah, y'all. Kitties know how to love. Kitties know all about love. We want it all the time, don't we? We want it all the time. See, there's the butterfly on his head. Got a butterfly on his head and an owl on his butt. And quote marks on his side. But when he sits down, it turns somehow into a heart. I don't know how he does that. His spots are shape shifting spots. You're off for tonight. Oh, Barry, you're always a little off, but we love you. Okay, sweetie. Good to see you. He's my little cowboy. Yeah, you are. He's a cow cat who's never seen a cow. But Ken has cheeseburgers anyhow. Gets his belly rubbed when he says, me now. Being a little kitty's okay. Being a little kitty's okay. Oh, yeah, we do. We actually do. And that is a group intention. It truly is. Um, the thing about it is, the collective had to see that the emperor has no clothes. The collective had to see how deeply entrenched the mind games, the bullshit, the con artists were in our lives. Hard to believe. And we got to remember at one time, it was hard for us to believe too at one time. You know, we were wondering. Now we don't wonder at all, do we? No, we know they're screwed up. You know, we're not wondering at all. Ain't no wondering about it. But it took a while to come to that conclusion. Took us a while because at first we're like, that can't be, can it? It's like, yeah, sure as fuck it can. Right. I wouldn't want to either. Because they are so desperate. You can tell. You can tell they're throwing everything at just. Ah! You know, it's like but Trump, but Trump, but Trump, but Trump, but Trump. And now they're on Robert Kennedy's case because he disagreed with him, and he's a Democrat. Come on. But you know, I got to say, the guy that stole the show was Vivek Ramaswamy. And I mean, he does it all with a smile. He has got some tricks. He's like an illusionist. He's like a magician. He's like some kind of magician. He's like, honestly, Vivek, you know who I'm talking about, right? Vivek Ramaswamy. And what are they going to say to him? He's a brown guy, right? They cannot play the race card. He's a brown guy. Yep, bad theater. Like bad little kids, like evil little children. They're just. But Vivek is so funny. I gotta say, I enjoy watching him drive them nuts, and he does. He drives them nuts because they'll say, but you said blah 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 blah, and he'll say, well, yeah, because that's the truth. And you're lying about that. And I'll just say right out, and then he'll smile at him. He'll say, because that's a great big lie. That's why, and it's like they're like, what? They got this like, what? Did he just say that out loud? That we lied? And that there's proof that we lied? That is not allowed. You're not allowed to say that. He drives him up the freaking wall, and then he grins. He's so happy about it. He's just having a wonderful time. They're throwing him all kinds of crap, and he's just like, oh, well, what about this? He's just, you can tell he's having a wonderful time playing with them, just playing with them. He's fun to watch. If nothing else, he's fun to watch. Yep. Well, actually, he didn't push the Vex. He pushed ivermectin. He was saying hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin. Remember, everybody else was pushing the Vax, so he gave him a Vax. I remember what it was like. I remember this. I said, "Wouldn't you rather have a cure?" No, we got to keep it from. We got to keep people from getting it. We need a vaccine. I mean, I was hearing that from people. I'm like, what? You're not interested in it? You want a vaccine? You don't want a cure? What the hell was wrong? Well, what the hell was wrong is that's what they were implanting in everybody else's mind. In everybody's mind, we got to have a vax. We got to have a vax. We got to have a vax. To heck with a cure. You weren't allowed to have a cure because you had to have a vax. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And it was actually Joe Blow that wanted us to go to jail for not getting the wax. Blacked out wax. Yeah. Right. Well, that was light speed because people asked for a wax. But yeah, he did. I hate to disagree, but he was saying hydroxychloroquine, and everybody was calling him crazy. But he was right because I remember it. I remember him saying hydroxychloroquine, and they went nuts. No, they didn't hear him on you. But there was a lady in a doctor in Haiti that cured everybody in Haiti with hydroxychloroquine. He was right. He was right about it. Hmm. I don't know, but I do say um, everything's not as it seems, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with him. Oh, there's plenty wrong, but there's plenty wrong with all of them. And honestly, David Null's dog. Uh, you write your name in, yeah. Well, that's a good way to make sure your vote doesn't count. Doesn't anyway. You realize, of course, that it's electoral college that does it. Electoral college, isn't that what it's called? Yeah, bunch of guys that supposedly represent their state. Yeah. People always act like we vote for the president, but we don't. Really. That's why the popular election can be different from the electoral college. But the electoral college trumps the popular vote. It's happened before that they haven't agreed. Back in the case of James Polk. Hmm. What about the Lakota people in the pipeline? That's right. I remember that happening too. That wasn't pleasant. See, but I've always said that Trump is not an environmental guy. Not good for the environment, not at all. I never said he was without flaws. He's got a lot of flaws. But there's a difference. I don't think he meant I think he actually wants I think the difference for me is he's not actually trying to bring down the United States. And I think under Biden's regime, they are trying to bring down the United States. I think actively trying to bring us down, bring us completely down, sell us out, run us completely out of money and all that. Just totally. Oh, it is. It's going to come down. It's going to come down. When the walls come crumbling down, when the walls come crumbling, tumbling, when the walls come crumbling, tumbling down. I'd like to do a remake of that song one day. But you know what? When Trump came up, I hated him at first. When he talked about building the walls, I'm like, he's a nutball. But now I'm like, damn, we could have used those damn walls. Eh, there's something going on with him. I don't know exactly what, but it's kind of like he knows something. Mm. Like I said, he wasn't my pick either, but the opposite was Hillary. And you know, Hillary, come on. I said the same thing though. It's like choosing between, do you want to be burned or do you want to be hanged to death? I mean, want to be shot or do you want to be knifed? That's what the choices are like. You want dumb or dumber? You want worse or worser? That's what it's been like. But now, you know what? We're going to have better and better because I decided we are. You should decide that too. Somehow it's going to come out so it gets better and better. So we no longer have to choose between crap and worse crap, you know? Anybody want to try any other deck? Want to hear from any other deck? Oh, one just fell out. This one. I should look at it. Infinite creativity. At any moment, I'm able to tap into an infinite source of energy and creativity within me. Unique ideas flow through, each one capable of blossoming into beautiful creations. Well, there you go. We're creating. We're creating. We're creating it, folks. And what we want is a world where we don't have to choose between dumb and dumber, worse and worser. Where the options are actually good, where we actually have something worthwhile to look forward to. And my new shipment of decks came in, and I mean, I'm getting these for most of these decks were under $5. Some of them were like $2.50, which is a great price. So I kind of went a bit nuts. I got the Everyday Witch deck, tarot deck. It's real pretty. I don't know if I'll be reading from it or not right away, but eventually. But it's a really pretty deck. I'll unbox it. I'll be unboxing it at some point. And then you saw the Moonology and the mindfulness decks tonight. And wow, the problem is Timu is addictive. When you get that much of a discount on tarot decks, considering how much they freaking cost, normally it's very hard to not go nuts with them. Right. I mean, basically. So, Sandoval, we already did your reading. You were number 15. Saul, we've done your reading. You're gonna have to rewind. I'm sorry. We thought you were here. We didn't know you were gone. So oh well. So you just rewind a little bit. You were right before Big Justin, not that long ago. So I didn't pay attention to the mark at which you were read, but we did read you. And it looked pretty positive. Yeah, you were right after Timoth Man, and you were right before Big Justin. You were number 15. So it looked pretty good. At least not bad. So, well, that's what happens, you know. I warn people. And a lot of times I even put that in the description, but tonight I didn't get a chance to do that. I usually say you're going to be read in the order that you came. And if you are not here when you're read, you might have to scroll back and find your reading because I can't tell really if you're here or not unless you let me know. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. So, and Cowboy agrees. He just agreed. He just went meow and he's purring. And I know why he's up here. He's saying, Mom, you know, I want to cuddle. I want to cuddle, Mommy. Oh, I didn't get these on Timu. I found these in my collection. These are planters. Ah, a little trailer. I got two of them. One's blue. Hmm. It's just a little ways back. Um, well, we've been on for over 2 hours, so now it's just general. We're on to just general discussion and out of the reading zone. So, but yeah, I think we're going to have something very different rise up. I don't think we're going to have the same old, same old. We may have, some people are saying Trump's going to be the last president, and that may be true. So far, oh, we can ask. What's it looking like? What deck do we want? What deck do we want? Ask about that. Hmm. Oh, wow. I also got the Starseed Oracle, and the first card is A New Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. These look like they're going to be cool. Look like this is going to be a cool deck. We'll explore those another time. It looks like that's going to be a fun deck to unbox. We'll do an unboxing of that. Let's see. Hmm. I gotta think. Let's just ask the plain old Taro. The learning Taro, basic Taro. Okay. Tell us something about this. Knight of Cups. Romantic proposals, offers, invitations, taking action, following your heart. Hmm. And the answer is yes. Creative expression. I think we're going to come into a time when the heart's going to rule. And I think we're going to live to see this. Oh, thanks, Mark. Same. That's right. And clean your damn sheets. That's right. Knight of Cups. Very emotional time. Changes. And Scorpio. No. Interesting. Scorpio. Yeah. We will see it. We will see better times, gentler times, more heart based times. Here I am. I'm going somewhere. Where am I going? Actually, I'm going somewhere that kind of looks like the print behind me. A little bit. I'm in a forest. I see a lot of, I'm seeing New Earth. I might be seeing New Earth. A lot of beautiful grass and flowers and trees, and I'm out in nature. Maybe it's saying it'll be a more natural way of living, not so artificial. We'll spend a lot more time out in nature. The weather, I'm told that we can get it to where the weather is temperate everywhere, where it's a nice temperate atmosphere everywhere. That would be nice. Right. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's just we have to realize that there's shit to go through any kind of thing you want to achieve. There's usually some kind of shit, right? But we're a lot better. You know what? It won't matter, Mark, because I think we'll be able to renew ourselves. At I have been told that at there will come a time when we will be able to decide how long we want to live. Do you want to live a long time? Do you want to live a short time? Do you want to go? You know, it was funny because David said he was glad he had a shelf life. He didn't want to be here forever. He didn't want to be stuck here forever. He didn't like it that well here. But, when things change and it gets beautiful, you might actually want to stay a little bit. But I think we'll be a lot healthier because we won't be continually being poisoned. Here's the thing. I think the only reason we're dying in sickness and misery, some people, is because we're the environment. I mean, I keep alluding to what Lipton, the cellular biologist, said. You put cells in a sick environment, they get sick. You put them in a healthy environment, they get healthy. I think that once we actually have a healthy life, a life where we can thrive, that our lifespan will increase greatly, that our diseases will dwindle, that, I mean, um, people who grow their own food, there are places where they grow their own food with love. And it's all very. They live a life mostly out in nature, and they're not. They've got their own little area where they're not having wars. They're living a peaceful life. Um, it's not full of the toxins. They, I've heard that you eat and, the plants grow very big and very abundantly. You can actually perma, perma, perma farm, whatever they call that, permaculture, where things just replant themselves. And then all you have to do is a little bit of weeding and then picking the food and processing it, but still, like cutting it up or whatever to eat it. But still, they say that they eat all they want to. Everybody eats tons of food every day and they don't get fat. They just get strong and healthy. So I think when we're not so poisoned, I think we will be able, yeah, when we remember the value of life and have when it's yeah, yeah, Scotty. Um, when we have a nice life, a pleasant life, I think we'll relax and quit burning ourselves out. Because I think that's part of what happens is all the stress and anxiety and poison, it just burns us right out. I mean, it defeats our immune system and all of our systems and just our electrical system too, probably, and just shorts us out. I mean, just burns us out. Um, being constantly in fight and flight means none of your systems are working optimally. Yeah. I'm lucky to be here on the edge of the country. It's not bad here. Um, we have a nice bog right over there, nice forest and a bog, but they are tearing it up very near us now. Just a few streets down. They're developing it all. I'm not liking it much. Yes. Well, right now, power over people, you know, is basically they will choose. I mean, when it comes to profit over people is what they choose. When that turns around, then it'll all be different. When it's no longer about profit, but it's about people. And profit is a silly idea. You know, I mean, what we should be doing is just making things that work because we love making things that work, right? Because people will go, "Wow, that's a great thing you did," not, and then you get honors for making that great thing. That you don't need you don't need to think about profit, you just need to think about because you've got everything. If you've got everything you want, if you can have everything you want, then that just leaves you free to just create, just for the sake of creation, for making things easier and better. These days, I'm always amazed when I find something that actually works the way it's supposed to and actually lasts. Some of the stuff I buy, it lasts. It obviously it was made to have a very short shelf life. Yes, when love rules, it'll be all very different. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. Yeah. You know what? That there's Habitat for Humanity does that. And there are people that absolutely love that. They all get together and build houses for people. Yep. Mark, where the heck are you? Yeah. I think you need to move. I think you need to think about moving. You need to ask, where am I moving to? Where do I need to move to where I'm going to be okay? Where I'm going to be able to ride this out in peace. I'm in relative peace here. I finally got my place. It's not everything I asked for yet, but it's a really good place. Hmm. 14 at 14 after, huh? Isn't that weird? Wow. I would look up what the numbers mean and the angel numbers, Scotty. There's got to be a reason. You know what? I would also ask Alexander if he's got anything about that. Yeah. Well, Arizona was not a bad choice at the time. Maybe it's time for you to change again. Yeah, I think it has some kind of meaning. 14. It's got to be because when you get repeating numbers like that, it means it's a message. Absolutely. Yeah, me too. 333. Your guides. Now, here's an interesting thought, and somebody brought it up, and it was just one of those things that came up on my feed. It was this guy that was talking about how in Russia they do like they do in Europe. They go to work and come home and go to sleep at 7 and then wake up at 1. and go out and party all night. Why? Because between 7 and 1 is when you get your best sleep, and every hour is worth 2. So everywhere is open at 1 o'clock. All the fucking night long. So people come home, eat, go to sleep, and wake up at 1 and go out and party. So in effect, we're doing it all wrong, aren't we? We're doing it all backwards. Oh, Aruba. Oh, yeah, Aruba sounds nice, doesn't it? 33 is a master number, Scotty. Me too, though. It's usually right around that time. It's a master number. I mean, a 33 to Gary Mason is like, that's the top guy. That's the top mastery. 22, let's see, 11 is a master of physical. 22 is master of spiritual. 33 is master of all of them. I forget, but yeah, 33 is special. You can look it up though. You can just type 33 in angel numbers, and then there are other sites that'll give you other viewpoints besides the angel number viewpoint too on the numbers. And all you have to do is type in meaning of this number, and it'll come right up until it give you a whole bunch of listings what that number could possibly mean. And you know what? We should do that one day. We should do that. You know what? Try something here. Hang on just a minute. Bear with me a moment. Okay. I have my other phone that doesn't get calls, but does get the internet. So what if I go to my Brave browser and wait a long time? What's going on here? What the fuck? Why are you acting like that? My phone is acting wonky. That's a technical term. Okay. Wonky's a technical term. Meaning of 333. Angel number 333 encourages to set plans into action. Let your personal strength be the guide to trust yourself and put thought into your choices. Permission to take a bold leap. Seeing 333 could be a message of luck or change in your career, success, ambition, or focus. In money, it's indicative of abundance to come. It can also mean a period of personal growth, creative endeavors, telling you to have fun and be happy on your own and celebrate yourself. Dream big. Don't be afraid to seek support when needed. Trust yourself and put thought into your choices. Yes. But it also means you have huge decisions to make. Your guardian angels send the 333 number that you should not ignore it. Regardless of how it appears, the harder your guardian angel are working on the sidelines to bring you manifestation. It's a symbol of optimum growth, creativity. Dig deep, find your unique talents, tap into creative pursuits. Smell the roses, found joy in what you've accomplished thus far. Adversities are not setback, do not have to be setbacks. Then, um, and your guardian angels and spiritual masters are making their presence known. Okay, so there you go. So, Scotty, message for you, sire. Esenata. What's in Esenata? Esenata trouble? I don't speak Spanish myself. I don't want to live in the desert. I don't like desert. I'm used to having a lot of green around me. But I'm looking for somewhere warm without too many bugs and things that are going to try and eat me. I thought of going down to Ozland, but just seems like they've got so much dangerous stuff down there. Well, yeah, James, geez, that's what sharks do. You start messing with them. Well, unfortunately, my friend Steph has enough has her insect problems, most of which I'm going to help her with because at my old place I solved all mine. Borax, 20 mule team borax will solve most of them. You got things that crawl? Sprinkle a very light dusting of borax all over your place in the areas where they come in, where they're going to walk through it. I found the ants were in the cat box. They were eating out of the cat box. Ugh. but so I put it under the cat box because they'd have to walk through there to get in the cat box. And guess what? They're gone. Um, Three things that are not poison that you can use to get rid of pests. Steamer, it's not poison. It'll kill pretty much anything. Most stuff it'll kill on contact. It'll even kill egg spores, mites, dust, everything. Um, Borax. And as long as you don't overdo it, it won't kill you or your pets. You just don't overdo it. You sprinkle a little where you think they're going to be walking through and just a light. It doesn't take much. Very light dusting. And let's see, borax, steam, and there are oils that certain things just can't handle. And you can look them up. But if you have like fruit flies or something that flies, a lot of flies, they mate in the air. So if you have fans going all the time, they can't mate, therefore they can't propagate. So I might believe them. I might believe your stories. Do you believe my stories? I got stories, man. I got weird stories. I don't really care whether you believe them or not, and that really, I think, makes a lot of the difference. I think they're pretty much entertaining, but they are true. But if people believe them or don't believe them, doesn't really matter to me. I kind of tend to be a hermit too myself. I have a tendency to spend a lot of time cloistered away in my home. I'm an old dragon, like an old dragon my ass. But yeah. Hmm. Oh yeah. Well, really, like I said, you guys are interesting people. You have some really interesting stories. But then again, we do. A lot of us have some very interesting stories. Hmm. You do? You have a cool Vatican story. Anybody wants to come in and talk, come on in. Click the link, lick the clink. You don't have to show your face. What do you see? What you looking at? Something going on? Are you seeing into other dimensions again? You've been nipping. You've been nipping at the nip, little nip head. Love you, Katie. You're a good boy. Such a sweet little fella. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, if nobody's coming in, it's been 3 hours. I am going to close it down and see you on Wednesday and tell you how things went. And I don't know what we're doing Wednesday exactly, but I'll find something interesting to do and we'll do that. And even if it's just discussing something, but there's always something going on in the world to talk about. You know what? Isn't it going to be weird when we finally get to a point where we don't have to be suspicious all the time of every damn thing? Where things get different enough that we don't have to wonder if whatever is being handed to us is going to kill us? Isn't that going to be something? Mm. Message from the Swedish Prime Minister. That was Monty Python. So, yeah, I'm going to close it down and see you Wednesday because, for one thing, I got to pee. And for another thing, I have got to get ready for Wednesday. And tomorrow, I got help coming. So, tomorrow is my last day to get ready for inspection Wednesday and put it out of my mind, get it through it. And, okay, cool. As soon as we accept our weirdness, I'm fucking proud of mine. I'm proud of my weirdness. I think I'm weird in a good way, and I think you are too. Oh, you're going to have a live stream. Cool. Yeah, we'll come and see you. Oh, here's another thing I had. It's one of those backflow burners. I've got plans for this little guy. I got plans for him. Smoke comes supposed to go through there and come out here. Got plans for him. I'll show you when I do them. Yeah, see you Wednesday. Love y'all. Remember, you are divine. Choose what you want, choose wisely, and well, you are creators. And don't forget that. Remember who you are. You are the stewards of Earth. It's us. We're the ones who know. So the onus is on us to choose wisely. Okay, loves. Remember, truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some on my show. See you Wednesday.